Fletcher and Richie Woodall after our MC, Dev Sani.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our main event of the evening. 10 rounds for the IBF European Lightweight Championship. Let's first welcome to the ring the challenger from Riga, Latvia, Artjoms Supersonic Ramlavs.
So here is Artjoms Ramlavs, 34 years old, hailing from Riga in Latvia. And he's here at your call in Bethnal Green tonight to try and cause the upset. He certainly looks relaxed enough, Richie.
He does, yeah. And he's mainly been boxing at super featherweight, hasn't he, Ramlavs? But nevertheless, from Latvia. And lost to Archie Sharp earlier on in his career. Went the distance with Archie Sharp. He's only been beaten by good opponents.
And now let's welcome to the ring the reigning and defending champion from Portsmouth, Mark Chamberlain.
So here is the unbeaten IBF European Lightweight Champion from Portsmouth, Mark Chamberlain. It's his third fight of 2023. He's looking for his third stoppage of 2023 and hoping for big things in the new year.
Brought a few fans with him as well, Fletch, from Portsmouth. There they are there. Well attended here. Making a lot of noise. And yes, he's in good form, Mark Chamberlain. Big puncher at this weight. And he's really confident going into this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our main event of the evening. 10 rounds for the IBF European Lightweight Championship. Brought to you by Frank Warren on behalf of Queensbury, along with their great sponsors, 32 Red and Unibet. The bout is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control. Your steward in charge is Ben Harmsworth. Along with the International Boxing Federation, the President, Daryl Peoples, the Supervisor, Tony Tiberi. Introducing your 3 scoring judges from ringside, from Poznan, Poland, Mr. Gregors Malenda, from Berlin, Germany, Mr. Holger Wiemann, from Hawley, England, Mr. Mark Bates. Your timekeeper from Uxbridge is Stephen Pucci, and your referee, the man in the middle, Marcus McDonald from Twickenham, England. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from right here in your call, this is the moment you have all been waiting for. This is the main event of the evening, and this is TNT Sports Boxing! Introducing first the challenger in our main event in the red corner. He has a record of 16 wins, only 2 defeats, with 8 wins coming by way of knockout. At the weigh-in, he scaled 9 stone, 8 pounds, and tonight he wears the black and red shorts. Please welcome from Riga, Latvia, Artjoms Supersonic across the ring in the blue corner. In our main event, he is unbeaten with a record of 13 wins and no defeats, with 9 wins coming by way of knockout. At the weigh-in, he scaled 9 stone, 7.5 pounds, and tonight he wears the blue, the white and gold shorts. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing from Portsmouth in his first main event, the hard-hitting, reigning, defending, undefeated IBF European lightweight champion, Mark Chamberlain!
Right, I spoke about in the dressing room. Not what I expect out of professionals at all times. Obey my instructions, watch your race. Any questions? Let's go to work.
Well, keep an eye on this one early. Chamberlain's got 6 wins in the first round. He stopped 5 of the last 6 men he's been in with. And one thing I can't get out of my mind, Richie, is the fact that he's the bigger man. He's the natural lightweight. And Ramlavs, despite the fact he's never been stopped, has been operating as a super feather. It's going to be fascinating whether he can take Chamberlain's power.
Exactly. You know, Chamberlain is a big puncher. He's tall, he's rangy, so Ramlavs straight away he's going to be up against it here. And Chamberlain normally, as you said, starts really quickly, so Ramlavs will have to watch what he's doing in the opening round, especially.
You can see just how significantly taller Chamberlain is. With that comes the longer reach. He's 4 inches taller than Ramlavs, who's probably on a par with Mark Vidal, who Chamberlain beat to win the belt that he's defending tonight. In terms of experience, the Latvian's boxed 92 rounds as a professional, which is exactly double the number that Chamberlain's had. And he's showing good intent here to come forward. He's caught by the left hand, and now Chamberlain might think about getting to work. And that's 2 or 3 good solid left hands that he's managed to land in that particular exchange.
Big shot straight away from Chamberlain with the left hand. The job's been made easier because Ramlavs coming forward with such a low lead hand. He's just going to walk on to a left hand from Chamberlain, which he has done a couple of times already. But if he's going to come forward that low lead hand, you know, he's got to watch what he's doing, because that's when Chamberlain will land the big shot.
Ramlavs 10 years older than Chamberlain at 34. He's won 16 of his 18 fights. He's been beaten twice. Packs a bit of power himself, Ramlavs, but as we mentioned, that has been at the lighter weight. But he's quite keen here to try and take the fight to Chamberlain in this first round. It bodes well.
Yeah, fair play to him moving forward on that front foot. His guard's just got to be a little bit higher. That's all. There's nothing wrong with that front foot pressure, but keep the guard up is what's required there, because we know that Chamberlain is a stiff puncher, especially with his left hand. There it was there.
He's had a bit of success with that left hand in the first round. He's just starting to redden a little bit around the eye already. Ramlavs took a nice shot to the solar plexus on the way in as well from Chamberlain.
That was a cracking shot. Little left uppercut on the inside there from Chamberlain, and then he just switched the angle. The left uppercut downstairs, and then another left followed straight after that. That was a good combination there.
Ramlavs coming forward and being caught by the Chamberlain counters while he had his back to the ropes. 9 stoppages in 13 fights for the man from Portsmouth, and the crowd are very much behind him tonight. Lots of fans here from the south coast for Chamberlain, who tried to let that left hand go again. Final few seconds here in the first round, and the better shots in this opening 3 minutes have been landed by Chamberlain.
Spot on, Fletch. You can see the tactic from Ramlavs. Best form of defence is attack. He's tried to disrupt the rhythm of Chamberlain, but he's walked onto too many for me.
Welcome back to York Hall. Mark Chamberlain has Jared Partridge running his corner tonight for the first time. He's moved on from Wayne Batten. And there's one of those big left hands he landed in the first, Richie.
Yeah, Ramlavs kept coming forward but walking onto shots, and that was better at the end there from Chamberlain also.
So it's Mark Chamberlain centre stage tonight. Sam Noakes centre stage in the very same ring here on TNT Sports next Friday night. Wouldn't it be mouth-watering if we could see those 2 punchers get it on at lightweight in 2024? It's certainly a mouth-watering prospect, provided Both of them come through the challenges they face tonight in Chamberlain's case and next week in Noakes' situation. Ramlavs again showing decent ambition here to try and take the fight to Chamberlain.
Yeah, again, just trying to disrupt the rhythm of Chamberlain there, Ramlavs. He's a fairly decent boxer, but he's up against a taller opponent who's a good straight puncher in Chamberlain. And Chamberlain adjusts the distance very well, adjusts his feet rather. But that's a little bit better from Ramlavs on that front foot. Yeah, a bit of shoulder work there, went in and the front. The referee just had a word there with Ramlavs.
Ramlavs again, the man coming forward. His big challenge here, though, is to get inside those long, straight levers of Chamberlain, which is not easy by any stretch of the imagination.
No, it isn't. He's having a little bit of success here and there. The punch you'll have to watch out for is not only the left hand, maybe the left uppercut from Chamberlain, if he brings that into play. Ramlavs comes in fairly low and will be open to that shot. But it's just a quick adjustment with the feet that Chamberlain does.
Chamberlain took one there on the ropes, didn't he? Left hand, he just snapped his head around. Good action, good left hand from Chamberlain, putting his punches together in centre ring. He's a man who's heavily tattooed, who can bring the heavy artillery when he wants to, and he's certainly going to test the chin of Artjoms Ramlavs in this York Hall ring tonight. Ramlavs trying to get the uppercut through, but Chamberlain managed to avoid it.
Ramlavs has worked well on the inside there, 3 or 4 shots. So he's taking the contest to Chamberlain here, and having some success, Fletch. Ramlavs.
Chamberlain working behind that long southpaw right jab. That's where he's got the big advantage. Ramlavs, though, looking to get inside, and when he does get inside, happy to let his hands go.
He's got a decent round at the moment, Ramlavs. Worked well on the inside. He's took the contest to Chamberlain. There's that left uppercut I spoke about.
Really nice punch.
Yeah.
Just saw his head swing round, didn't you, when that landed right on the chin. Didn't travel very far, but it had a lot of power when it got there. Final few seconds here of the second round. And there's the bell. And welcome back to York Hall in Bethnal Green. We're watching a 10-rounder here for the IBF European lightweight title between the defending champion Mark Chamberlain, the unbeaten man from Portsmouth, and the very motivated Artjoms Ramlavs from Latvia. Noticed when I was looking at this fight in the build-up, he fought Josh Taylor as an amateur. Ramlavs, Richie, that loss was in one of the qualifiers for the London Olympics back in 2012, but he's on a run of 5 wins in his last 6 fights, so he does bring a bit of confidence and belief here into the ring in York Hall tonight.
Yeah, he boxed at a real decent level as an amateur for Latvia. Ramlavs. Looks like Josh Taylor's gone on to achieve, but he did box Josh Taylor before those London Olympics. And he's boxing fairly well here, so that's good. I thought he had a decent second round. I thought he might have nicked the second round. He's working better on the inside, so Chamberlain's got to keep adjusting them feet, bringing them onto the left uppercut most certainly, but then he's got to match him on the inside. Don't let Ramlavs outwork him on the inside. See, 3 or 4s, that's better from Chamberlain, right on cue. So then he worked on the inside with his opponent. You've got to match them on the inside also.
Good shot, Chamberlain, left hand really solid, but didn't he take it well, Ramlavs?
Super shot from Chamberlain. Best one of the round so far from him. Well-timed accuracy. Not very happy, is he? That forearm he didn't like from Chamberlain.
Ramlavs with a good left hand, and that got applause from his corner. He throws that from a long way back, but he throws it with real speed, Richie, that long left.
Yeah, well, he does it because he moves the feet into position. It's the feet that he moves and then throws that shot over the top, and he's caught Chamberlain there. Mirror image of the shot that Chamberlain caught him with, to be quite honest.
Good fight to this point. Just over a minute to go in the third. Chamberlain's had success, but Ramlavs has taken those power punches well, and he keeps finding ways to have success of his own in there.
Yes, he does, but this is better now from Chamberlain. That's what he's got to do more of, Fletch. He's worked the jab. He's in against, he's taller. Ramlavs is the shorter man, so just keep working your jab and bring him onto that left hand.
There's a bit of blood around the ear of Chamberlain. I'm not sure whether that's come from somewhere else or whether there's any kind of damage there, but he's really putting his punches together smartly there. Really nice combination, very accurate, nice stiff shots.
That was lovely, Fletch, wasn't it? All behind that lead hand that we just spoke about. He got that into gear there. 2 or 3 good shots with the lead hand, and then he carries on the combination, bringing his left hand into play as well.
Ramlavs with Chamberlain to the ropes. He got through with the left hand as well there. Good work by Chamberlain. Good accurate straight punches, but Ramlavs will not be deterred. Good work by Chamberlain again. A good stiff left hand was the main punch of that combination. And there's the bell. So welcome back to your call, and while you were away they've been looking at the ear of Mark Chamberlain, and you were saying, Richie, that if there's blood around the ear the referee's got to check it. Right on cue, Marcus McDonald came over and the cut man said no, it's the earlobe, it's not a problem.
Yeah, that's if it comes inside, if it's from inside the ear, then there could be a more serious problem. That's why you have to inform the referee. But the corner says it's the earlobe, so there should be no problem there.
It's a slight nick on the earlobe, so they were working on that on Mark Chamberlain between rounds, so it's no issue whatsoever. There's a good long left from Ramlavs to start this 4th round, and he's quite happy to stand there and train and let his hands go. He thinks he can pull this off in there tonight. Chamberlain's got his work cut out. There's been good moments from him as well, but this is a very competitive fight to this stage.
Yeah, what's important also here, Fletch, is hold your ground a little bit. Don't keep going back to the ropes. Chamberlain is just inviting pressure. Stand your ground, centre ring, and just keep popping that jab out and straight left hand. And don't be pushed off the centre. It looks much better for Ramlavs if he's pushing Chamberlain back onto the ropes.
Remember, Ramlavs has never been stopped in his 18 fights as a professional, and he fights with the kind of confidence of a man that's got that on his record. We know that Chamberlain can bang, we know that he's on a good run of stopping opponents in there, but he's got his work cut out here to stop this fella.
Yeah, this kid's decent, isn't he? No question. He's been well schooled.
Good shots by Chamberlain, good power punches from Chamberlain.
What a lovely short right hook that was. Fletch on the inside from Chamberlain, so that was a quality punch.
Just one thing that's worth mentioning as well, that Ramlavs, which is the first southpaw that Chamberlain's been in with since March of 2019, so that might be something else that might just be taking him a little bit of time to work out in there.
Yes, he's certainly not used to another lefty. This is something like his second pro fight. And he fought a lefty, as they say, a southpaw. I just think ring position is really, really important. Don't go back to the ropes and come square. See, his feet come square again, and Ramlavs just has a little bit of success, but nevertheless, it always looks good for Ramlavs if he's pushing him back, so stay in that centre.
Good Chamberlain's got a good fight so far, Rich, for the IBF European lightweight title, 10 rounds. Ramlavs has been the man coming forward in the 4th round. I think the interesting challenge for Chamberlain in there is when he does land those solid shots that have stopped other men, Ramlavs just lets it bounce off him and carries on marching forward.
He's a tough kid, isn't he?
He's answered the question about stepping up from super feather to lightweights anyway. Ramlavs again with Chamberlain with his back to the ropes, had some success in there. It's a good point that you make, Richie, when he does get his back to the ropes and he's square, that's when Ramlavs has his success.
Yeah, absolutely.
pump them lead hand up shots in as well. Disguise your backhand for a little bit. It's all they're seeing. It's all they're seeing. Right?
That's the way that Richie Woodall's scoring it to this point. He's given Chamberlain 3 of the first 4 rounds, but a couple of them would have been close, I presume, Richie.
Listen, it could be 2 apiece, couldn't it? You know, they are close rounds. I just think Mark Chamberlain done the slightly better work.
I think he was interested in listening to Jared Partridge before we broke away, and he said, look, take the centre of the ring and let the jabs go. So they don't want to see him on the ropes either.
There you go.
Second out, round 5.
So out they come for the 5th, scheduled for 10. Mark Chamberlain in the blue, and Artjoms Ramlavs in the black and purple. Great work from Chamberlain with his back to the ropes. 2 or 3 shots that really snap the head of Ramlavs back. Takes them so well, though.
Yeah. Tough kid. Good work on the inside, so you can't ignore it from Ramlavs. And he's pushed Chamberlain back to the ropes, and then nicks a couple shots on the inside.
The top of the bill at the moment, living up to all the expectations. Ramlavs has come here looking to rip this IBF European lightweight title away from Chamberlain, who dreams of bigger fights down the road. There's talk of Sam Noakes in 2024. He fights at York Hall next week on TNT Sports. But the caveat always is, in this wonderful sport, you've got to take care of your own business before you start to look anywhere down the line.
Exactly. Keep your eye on the ball. Start looking at the future fights. It's so many fighters have come and stuff. That's much better. Seeing the movement there, just moving around him, holding that centre. Much better work there from Mark Chamberlain.
He's like a bull, though, isn't he, Ramlavs? That Chamberlain starts to land the jabs, and he still eventually finds himself on the ropes because he refuses to go backwards. Good left there by Ramlavs.
Yeah. Left uppercut though here all day long for Chamberlain. That's the punch he's got to throw. Just bring him on, measure the distance and gap with your lead hand, and just whip the left uppercut through. He's tailor-made for it, this kid is, Ramlavs.
Chamberlain popping out the jab, minute to go in the 5th. Tough fight in there for these two. Good work by Chamberlain behind that jab. Good jab again. That's more like it.
Look at that, beautiful boxing, taking no risks, centre the ring and boxing the kid's head off, really. That's what he should be doing.
Maybe that's the key in there. 30 seconds to go in the 5th. He was caught with a right hand on the way out, Ramlavs. Might just want to take a second himself here just to gather his thoughts, the Latvian. Good end to the round this from Chamberlain. The best work we've seen for a while. Good jab again. Excellent work from Chamberlain. Just 1 or 2 signs that Ramlavs might be starting to find the pace a little bit tough in there. Yeah. Certainly doesn't want to keep eating this jab from Chamberlain.
Superb boxing, and he made it look so easy there. Easy stuff.
And a big pat on the back from Jared Partridge as he makes his way back to his corner.
Much better boxing from Chamberlain in this round. This is when he got his back on the ropes, and Ramlavs still had a bit of success working downstairs also, although Chamberlain had the better of that exchange. But look at this, simple boxing, behind his jab, adjusting his feet, and just bringing him onto that shot, just attacking with that shot rather, just simple jab. That was lovely. Made the job really easy for himself there, using his height and reach, hitting the target with accurate jabs. That's the way it should be done.
That's how you solve the riddle, isn't it? With the obvious physical advantages that Chamberlain has, there's not a great deal that Ramlavs can do when he gets that jab popping out like that.
Round 6.
Out they come for the 6th then, scheduled for 10. First time that Ramlavs has been out of Eastern Europe to fight since he lost to Archie Sharp in London in 2019. Most of his fights have been in his home city of Riga. He's got to dig deep now, with Chamberlain starting to find some real rhythm towards the end of the 5th round.
Better boxing from Chamberlain there, moving around his opponent and still trying to hold the centre. This is where he's more vulnerable, on those ropes, and that's why Ramlavs carries on the attack there. You only got the height and reach to your advantage if you hold in the centre of the ring. When you go back on the ropes, your feet will always come square. Then you're a sitting duck, and the opponent can attack the body. So ring position with the height and reach there, much better from Chamberlain.
Chamberlain working behind that southpaw jab effectively again at the start of the 6th. He's had a good opening minute. Good work again from Chamberlain. Exactly what Richie was asking him to do. It's what Jared Partridge was telling him to do in the corner. He's listened to instructions and he's carrying it out well now.
Simple boxing. Nothing special, just simple boxing. Accuracy, timing, it's all there. From Chamberlain.
Good jabs again from Chamberlain, followed up with an uppercut as well.
That's the shot we spoke about before as well, Fletch. A little left uppercut. Ramlavs is struggling a little bit here now because he can't close that gap. He's being kept at distance better now from Chamberlain with those simple shots. So Ramlavs, like I say, he's just struggling a little bit here.
Damage to the face of Ramlavs as well. Now that's a good shot by Chamberlain. First time he's taken a backward step. He's held in there. Chamberlain looking for the finish. Ramlavs all of a sudden unravelling in there towards the end of the 6th round. The most dominant part of the fight so far from Chamberlain. Ramlavs looking to dig deep, but he's not got a great deal left, you think. 30 seconds to go in the 6th round, and Chamberlain all of a sudden in complete control.
Yeah, brilliant work there from Chamberlain, going through the gears. Hitting his opponent again, accurate shot there, that left-hand sledge. He thinks that the end is pretty near. He's going for it here, Chamberlain.
Ramlavs' face a mask of blood. 10 seconds to go in the 6th. Chamberlain calls him in, nails him with the left hand. Blood all over the face of Ramlavs. There's another big left from Chamberlain, and he's going to be so relieved to hear the bell, the man from Latvia, because he was hanging on at the end of that round.
Yeah, he certainly was. What a great round of boxing from Mark Chamberlain. Caught Ramlavs with some really big shots there and really went for it, didn't he?
Richie, let's bring in Carl Frampton. I mean, what a big round that was, Carl, for Mark Chamberlain.
Yeah, by far Chamberlain's best round in the fight. I think Ramlavs is game, very game, and he's coming forward. Richie's calling for a shot as Ramlavs comes forward of the uppercut, which I think will work for Chamberlain, but also one simple step back and a long left hand. He hasn't threw either shot, and I think if he starts to throw them as Ramlavs comes forward and gets desperate, he could knock this guy out spectacularly, but I don't know what the corner are telling him. He just hasn't seemed to work for him, and he's allowed to be pushed back to the ropes, where his work isn't effective anymore.
Thank you, Carl. It's the first time we've looked in Ramlavs' corner, Richie, and he looks distressed, he looks shattered in there.
Bad round for him, wasn't it? Second half of that round especially, then Chamberlain certainly got his act together there and went through the gears.
And forgot the gum shield there. He'll need that. 7th round then. Can Chamberlain get the finish? Can he pick up where he left off towards the end of the 6th, where he really was piling on the pressure? How important has the minute between rounds been for the man from Latvia? Nailed with a stiff right jab right at the start of the 7th. Chamberlain can afford to be patient.
The complexion of the contest has changed, hasn't it? Now the confidence seems to be with Chamberlain. Ramlavs just staying on the outside now, still probably recovering from that previous round, feeling the effects. But again, the simple jab is so effective for Chamberlain, and a good left hand.
Every jab now seems to get Ramlavs going backwards, and he's trying to follow it up with that long left as well, Chamberlain. Good right to the body. Ramlavs looking open. There's not a great deal coming back Chamberlain nails him with a jab, gets into the ropes and starts to unload again. Ramlavs is wobbling, Ramlavs might be going. Marcus McDonald has a look, blood oozing from the nose of the Latvian. Mark Chamberlain can sense the finish, still plenty of time in the 7th round. The crowd on its feet inside York Hall. Can Chamberlain find the finishing shot?
Just needs a bit of composure now from Chamberlain, just to create a bit of space rather than getting wrapped up with the opponent. But again, quality work from him, but Ramlavs looks like he's just one shot away from being stopped. I thought Marcus McDonald was going to jump in at one stage.
Chamberlain's got a cut right high, bad cut, a lot of blood coming from the right eye of Chamberlain. That must have been a clash of heads in there. But all the aggression at the moment has left the Latvian. Chamberlain cut though here, halfway through the 7th. Another twist in the plot maybe. That might spur Ramlavs on, who looked a beaten man 30 seconds ago.
Nothing from Ramlavs in there, but he's seen the blood. He knows Chamberlain's cut, and now he's got a bit more confidence back, but still the better shots are from Chamberlain.
Minutes to go in the 7th. Chamberlain working behind the jab. They've got to get to work on that cut between rounds. Ramlavs wants to hold. He's tired in there. Boy, is he tired in there.
Yeah, he is indeed. This is where Chamberlain has got to take half a step back and just create a bit of space when they come together. But that spurred Ramlavs on a little bit of flex, seeing that cut.
A lot of blood coming from it. Look at it cascading down the right cheek of Chamberlain, who was in complete control of the fight. Inside the final 30 seconds of the 7th, Ramlavs tried to land the long left. Chamberlain with the uppercut, good punch. Digs one into the body. It's turning out to be a war in there.
Yeah, it is indeed. And it's changed again in this round now. Ramlavs a bit more confidence.
Chamberlain up on his toes, bouncing around. Nails Ramlavs with a long left to finish the round. Now they'll get to work on the eye.
Thank you, mate. Right, good stuff. It's simple.
Some good work from Chamberlain in this round. This is at the start of the round. We thought that he was going to stop him here. Marcus McDonald just came round and had a look. He just couldn't find the work, he couldn't find the shots to finish him off there. But Ramlavs was in all sorts of trouble. Then there was the left hand there from Ramlavs. Was that the punch that caused the cut? It may have been. Yes, it was. There's the drip of blood, so it's from that shot there. But there's a lovely left uppercut there from Chamberlain. That's the punch that we spoke about also.
Well, it has been adjudged to be a clash of heads, Richie. We've just had confirmation from ringside, so it's a clash of heads that caused the cut. Matt Bozian, who's alongside, has just been to check it out. It's been confirmed the cut was caused by a clash of heads.
Well, from what we just seen, Fletch, I don't think it was.
Yeah, so out they come for the 8th. What a good fight this has been to this point.
It is indeed. I still think that Chamberlain won that last round, though.
Ramlavs has got energy from somewhere. He's reinvigorated, re-energised. Maybe he's found that second wind in there.
Yes, that cut has changed things, hasn't it, psychologically for Ramlavs.
It's a good left from Ramlavs. He bounced it straight off that cut that's oozing blood already.
Called back management now. Just got to keep it long. That's what he's got to do now, Chamberlain.
All of a sudden, a fight that looked to be slipping away from Ramlavs, who's seen one solid shot away from potentially being stopped. He's now started to put some work of his own together again and started to target Chamberlain's head with that left hand and push him back.
Yeah,
very brave performance by the Latvian.
What's important for Chamberlain now is to hit and to move. Movement is as important as throwing those shots because he's got to protect that cut. But Ramlavs keeps coming forward. Chamberlain's gone back onto those ropes again, Fletch, and that's where Ramlavs had his success earlier on in the contest.
Got to get behind that jab, the jab that was so effective for a couple of rounds, 6 and 7, when he really took control. It was all behind that right jab.
Chamberlain feeling the effects. I think he's actually a little bit tired now, Chamberlain, it appears. And that has certainly spurred on Ramlavs, who's having a decent round here.
Just over a minute to go in the 8th. both men showing the signs of battle, the damage around the nose of Ramlavs and that cut over the eye of Chamberlain. Kicking off for the pair of them from Marcus McDonald.
Oh, the head again is being used there, Ramlavs. Difficult to keep Ramlavs at bay now. Who he's gained a second wind here, Fletch.
Never fails to amaze you, does it? How they find something from somewhere, these fighters, just when you think they've got nothing left.
Yeah.
Somehow there's another compartment in there that's got energy in it, and they can come back like this fella's doing in there now. Chamberlain falls back to the ropes again. Ramlavs digging so deep. Chamberlain catches him with a left hand. Oh, good uppercut in there as well. They've just had the legs starting to stiffen momentarily for Ramlavs.
Yeah, good shot, wasn't it, there from Chamberlain? Left uppercut. Ramlavs still coming forward.
And there's the bell, and they can get to work on that eye again. And both men in there are giving absolutely everything they've got.
Excellent work from Chamberlain here. There's that little left uppercut on the inside. Super punch indeed. But throughout the round, Ramlavs really came forward and had some good success.
See the cut, Richie, that's a really good illustration of just how bad it is, right across the top of the eyelid.
It's a bad cut, Fletch, because obviously the blood can run into the eye and impair the vision, so they've got problems there. You know, I think he's winning this contest, Chamberlain, but got to change tact here, try and protect him, so he's just decided to move.
Seconds out. Round 9.
So 2 to go. And they can't really stop the bleeding at all on that cut, which is in an awful position for Chamberlain.
Oh, and the referee here is going to... Is there too much Vaseline around?
He wants the doctor to take a look at it. He wants the doctor to take a look at it, Richie. They are just removing some of the Vaseline as well, but you can see that it's in a very bad spot there. And he's going to be allowed to carry on.
Could that referee, could that doctor have poked that cut any harder?
That's going to spur on Ramlavs even more, but he might get more out of Chamberlain, who hits him with a really sharp left hand and then through sheer fatigue, I think, loses his balance.
Yeah, some good work there from Chamberlain, though, put a good combination together. Again, Ramlavs, better work from him, pushing Chamberlain back to the ropes again.
Comes Ramlavs trying to charge through. He's having the better of the round to this point. The opening minute's been better for Ramlavs than it was Chamberlain. And they're going to take another... Are they going to... Well, look at the eye, Richie, look at the eye.
But he's being warned here for this forearm. I'll tell you what, he's got to watch what he's doing now, Chamberlain, because another one of them he'll get a point deducted. But Ramlavs, like you've said, Fletch, having success, pushing Chamberlain back, and that eye is terrible cut.
Yeah, it is. He keeps starting, he's pouring at it now with his glove. Chamberlain has to be affecting his vision. It's a cut that's getting worse with every punch that lands from Ramlavs. Still half of the ninth to go. Chamberlain bullied to the ropes.
So difficult to keep him at bay, isn't it? Ramlavs just keeps coming forward.
You can't keep him off, can you?
No, very difficult indeed. He's got to dig in here, Chamberlain. That's better.
Chamberlain has to keep it long. Ramlavs continues to come forward. He's found something from somewhere. It's astonishing. I thought he was ready to go, you know.
Yeah, he was. He was. That cut has changed everything.
Good work from Chamberlain. Good combination, forcing Ramlavs back. Minute to go in the ninth. Best work from Chamberlain in this round.
Stop boxing,
have a rest, have a rest.
Yeah, he really bit down on that gum shot there, didn't he, Chamberlain? Put a good combination together.
The right side of his face completely covered in blood. That's a great left hand that makes Ramlavs hold on.
Yeah. In the good last 30 or 40 seconds for Chamberlain. Up till then it was all Ramlavs, but he's come back into this round.
Chamberlain dealing with a terrible cut, looking to try and land shots that can turn the fight completely his way. Ramlavs just stands there and takes them. 15 seconds to go in the ninth. Ramlavs putting the pressure on with Chamberlain on the ropes. And there is the bell. And this has been an outstanding fight.
Absolute cracking fight indeed. Toe-to-toe stuff.
One to go. We roll the dice here, Winnie, so let's make sure, above all rounds, this is a round we keep nice.
Brilliant work from Ramlavs coming forward, pinning Mark Chamberlain onto the ropes. But then Chamberlain towards the end of the round started to rally. Really went for it, put some good combinations together. But the eye it's in an awful position, the cut. But that was a lovely long straight left hand from Chamberlain. Close round, that one.
Well, that's the way that Richie's got it. 87-84 in Chamberlain's favour, but he's given Ramlavs the last two. And I think looking at the way he's gone about his business tonight, Ramlavs, you know he's not going to leave anything to the imagination in the 10th round.
Out. 10th and final round.
Right there, Fletch. The last round we've got at door here.
The moment that Chamberlain stepped off the stool, the blood started to ooze from the cut again. They cannot stop the flow. Final round, IBF European lightweight title between Mark Chamberlain and Artjoms Ramlavs, who has come out swinging.
Yeah, he's going to come like a steam train in this round here, but I think Chamberlain's ahead. That's better work from him. So again, it's hitting the target and move your feet. But these are good shots. He's been hurt there, Ramlavs. I think it was a little left uppercut flex that went in, and Ramlavs on the back foot now.
Really good work, wasn't it, Richie, from Chamberlain? Just what he needed right at the start of this final round. Something to send the Latvian backwards, something to make the Latvian think twice, and he's trying to build on it now, Chamberlain. And Ramlavs, who's so tired, wants to hold on, and Chamberlain says, come on, let's go toe-to-toe here.
Big shots from Chamberlain. He's recovered. Really he's going for the stoppage here. Fletch, I think Chamberlain.
Blood pouring from Chamberlain's eye. Oh, takes one. Great shot, Chamberlain. The leg stiffened. Ramlavs might be ready. Left hand again from Chamberlain. Can he take it out in the 10th round? Brilliant punch from Chamberlain. Ramlavs losing his balance and was so happy to hold. Chamberlain again can't miss. Ramlavs on the ropes. Marcus McDowell having a look. Down goes Ramlavs, and he stopped it. It's a stoppage victory for Mark Chamberlain in the final round. Ramlavs could give no more, and Chamberlain, despite the dreadful cut, has managed to get the stoppage in the most spectacular way in the final round of an absolute cracker here at York Hall.
Just when we expected Ramlavs to come out like a steam train, Chamberlain raised his game and caught Ramlavs with the better, cleaner shots in that round, Fletch. That was pretty special indeed. You were expecting Ramlavs to come and land big shots, and he walked onto a couple of crackers. Lovely left uppercut that went in there from Mark Chamberlain, and then he knew that he had him. I don't think Ramlavs actually recovered from that shot. The first 20 seconds or so, got on the outside, got on his bike. Chamberlain was after him, sustained the pressure, and caught him with some big shots and finished him off. That was a tremendous ending and a real impressive display in the last round.
And he also had to manage himself with the cut that got worse and worse. Let's have a look at the uppercut, Rich.
Yeah. That's where it all started. That's where it all started, Fletch. Now he's not recovered, and then Chamberlain just kept going, pouring on the pressure. He knew he caught him with big shots. He's going for the finish here, and that last left hand then just finished him off. Good work from Chamberlain. Sustained the attack. Second left hand's coming up. That's the one there, sends him to the canvas.
What a finish, what a fight, what bravery from both men. And didn't Chamberlain have to manage that cut? I mean, he must have been concerned. The doctor had a look at it, and the blood never really stopped flowing from the moment he got it. just getting the cards here, Mark Chamberlain was up by 5 rounds on 2 cards and by 7 on another, so the judges were seeing it heavily in his way, but he didn't know that. And I think the way that he's won that fight, the manner in which he had to do the job tonight, will mean so much to him moving forward.
Yeah, tremendous, because that was a really hard battle against Ramlavs there, who did tremendously well. And it chopped and changed, didn't it, the contest? Ramlavs looked like he was out on his feet at one point, then Chamberlain come back. Yeah, that was impressive. Great fight.
OK, then, we really enjoyed that one, didn't we? Let's get confirmation, the official result. Dev Sani.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get a round of applause for both fighters who gave their all at your call here tonight. At the time of 1 minute 21 seconds in the 10th and final round, your referee Marcus McDonald calls a halt to this contest. Therefore, your winner by TKO and still IBF European lightweight champion Mark Chamberlain.
So Mark Chamberlain wins again. He's now unbeaten in 14 fights. It's the 10th stoppage victory. He's now defended the IBF European lightweight belt 3 times. And after getting some work done on the eye and having a bit of a rest, he can sit back and see what Sam Noakes does next weekend in this ring before they can think about making plans in 2024. Cracking fight, great way to end the bill tonight. Mark Chamberlain with an outstanding 10th round stoppage.
What a way to end the evening. Just like Bisto, we saved the best till last. It was an absolute war of attrition. Round 7 basically seemed to change things. And my goodness, if you've been watching us from the time we came on broadcast at 7 p.m, boy, was it worth the wait.
But that was an absolute war in there. Well, it certainly looked like it. How did it feel?
Yeah, it was good. Lived down to the venue. Good old York Hall scrap. New experience getting a cut, but we got through it. It wasn't very nice. Any fighter that's had a cut will know the VAS gets in your eye, you're blinded in one eye. So one of the rounds I sort of got through the fight with one eye. That was probably the worst round because I kept getting caught because I just couldn't judge where the punches were coming from until that clump got out my eye. But like I say, new experience, just kept calm and got through it.
Yeah, southpaw fighter, it looked like you worked him out in the first 2 rounds and then you had him on the ropes, but that cut really did change things again. So many twists and turns.
Yeah, I mean, we knew he was tough and he was game and he would come forward. But yeah, he was tough, never been stopped. He took everything. I think got a bit exhausted, and then in the 10th round, I sort of started hurting him in the 6th or the 7th, and I knew I was going to get to him, but he just held in there, and then I think I caught him on the end of the nose with a jab, and I just see his legs go, and then I knew he was going to go.
Look, first fight with Jared in your corner and your trainer, I could see you two talking to each other, and you were really listening to what you were saying.
Yeah, it's just what we've been working on in the gym, really. Moving the feet in and out, timing the shots. I've had perfect sparring, southpaw, because obviously we knew he was a bit shorter, game coming forward, so everything we worked on in the gym come out tonight, and the game plan, we stuck to it and got the win, and we move on.
Yeah, Jared, fight perfectly executed from your perspective?
Well, I don't think perfectly. It's never perfect, is it? But look, he, like Mark said, he'd never been stopped. It was a step up in opponent, a very good opponent as well, a very good opponent. So yeah, look, we got the job done. We got it done in style. So it's all about now just having a rest and looking for a big year next year.
Speaking of big years next year, what would you like?
Anything. I should get on Frank's case next week and hopefully get a meeting put in place, and we'll see what next year plans for me.
Big fight with Sam Noakes potentially. He's on the bill next Friday. We will be watching.
He's on his path, I'm on mine at the minute, but if he wants it, he can have it. Simple as that.
Awesome. Enjoy this one, Mark. Well done.
Thank you.